Welcome to What in the Shibal podcast with Susie and Ed.
Shibal podcast?
What in the Shibal? Do I just say Shibal? Welcome to What in the Shibal with Susie and Ed.
We're just two Asian Americans talking shit about shit. Hey, buddy.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm not great. I'm okay. I don't know.
We missed a week.
We missed a week.
Yeah,
it was a mental health
yeah.
thing. And just like, sometimes you just need space and time, and that's just what happens. But yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. You know, I'll just jump right into it. It's May. So it's Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
And Mental Health Awareness Month.
And Mental Health Awareness Month, which I guess really is a tie-in, isn't it?
Yep.
It was just funny because one is definitely affecting the other. So as an Asian content creator, you know, people like ask you to do things during this month. And I've been asked to do so many things that I got so overwhelmed that I like can't do any of them. I got like paralyzed.
That's why last year during May, I almost didn't make any content because there was too much pressure.
I feel so much pressure. I've been asked to go to New York to film for MSNBC. I'm asked to do a documentary for Rolling Stone. I've been asked to do public speaking engagements. And I'm like, I have completely shut down.
I can dress up as you and go to some of them.
Do it, please. This is my body double.
What do you mean? I am Susie.
Yeah, just be like, fucker, bitch. But I just realized I just got this, like, I got so overwhelmed. I was like, I haven't made one AAPI, AANHPI, whatever. I can't even say it anymore.
Well, the only qualm I have about it is you can't say it as a word now. AANHPI? AANHPI.
And I feel like, and I feel so bad. I feel like I'm letting people down.
That's how I felt last year.
And I feel like people are like, really were like counting on me to step up and be like, it's our month, let's go. But I'm like,
that felt like weird paralyzed to me too. Like we do it all year round.
I know.
You know what I mean? And like to do it because it's just May felt, I don't know. I know it's not fake, but I felt it. Like I felt this like pressure.
I feel a tremendous amount of pressure, but I feel so like, I feel like there's so many things that I'm like, I can't handle any of them. I can't do any of them. So I'm not going to handle any. I'm not going to do any of it. I have been like, I missed New York. I didn't go. You know, we have that speaking engagement coming up at the end of March or, you know, like next week. And I'm like, oh my God, can I go? I just turned in the paperwork.
I was like, Susie had to do the paperwork while also being like, Susie hasn't done it yet. So much
pressure. They're like, yeah. Turn in the paperwork. And today I was like, I did it, you guys. Well, my husband did it for me. I was like, I turned in the paperwork. And it's like, I didn't do it yet. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm
going to do it today. Now that you did it, there's pressure.
Well, see, now I felt pressure because I had to motivate you. And that's exactly what the fucking problem is.
That's why we're also friends.
And I'm just like, I can't do anything. I just feel like completely like, and I have had no creativity. And I think it's just, you know, I've had like a bit of a bout of the sads this month so far. And it's the fucking 7th. It's the first week of May. And I'm really like, I feel sad and I feel like exhausted and I feel like I'm letting people down. I'm disappointing people. But, you know, we just have to just head down, keep going and do what we can. And my husband's been helping a lot with my mental health and, you know, getting me through, you know, some things. But man, it's been a weird week, which is why I was just like dipped last week. I was like, I can't do it. I just can't. I couldn't. I just like laid in my, I had one of those days where and I never do this because I have so much to do all the time.
Yeah. I mean, just being a mom alone.
I didn't get out of bed. I told my husband, I was like, I cannot get out of bed. I feel like I literally, my body hurts and it feels like it just can't move. I was like, can you just do, and he was like, no problem.
I think that's like one of the most relatable things ever.
Right.
And if you haven't felt that way,
right.
Lucky you, or I'm not sure I believe you. One or the other.
I've never, or like in recent history, I haven't done that because I don't have the capacity. I don't have the ability.
Yeah.
I have to get the kids out, go to school. I have to go to work. I have to make content. And I was just like, I'm going to just not. I'm just not today. I can't do it. And I just fucking laid there. And obviously, of course, I just laid there and I was like, you're such a piece of shit. Get out of bed, you fucking dummy. Like, what are you doing? Like, people need you and you're just gonna lay here and rot in your bed. And then the other part of me was like, yeah, bitch, I am. Oh no, it's done.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Thing.
Oh God.
I guess
Don't panic.
you're also having a very weird week.
Oh no. Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, that was cut. I guess we should talk about that. I guess you've also had a rough week, huh, buddy?
Yeah, I put Archie in a video, and even though I put it on the screen like in words, people were like, "Oh my God, what happened to Archie? He got snipped."
He did the responsible thing.
Yeah.
He had a doggy vasectomy. It's important. That's what you do.
Well, yeah, it is a vasectomy.
Yeah.
But
well,
yeah,
actually, vasectomy, they don't actually remove the testicles.
Oh, fair, yeah.
You just put a little bow on it and tie it in a little knot.
Eunuched.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that just the? We don't have to.
We know. Yeah, we can just keep it there. But and I hate this word. They're like, "Oh, here's your sterilization certificate." I was like, that sounds sad. That sounds so clinically sad.
I know.
But he got it last Thursday. He has to wear this cone for 2 weeks.
2 weeks is such a long time.
It is, especially because I was like, "Oh, it's been like 3 days."
Can't you get him one of those soft ones? These are so hard and so uncomfortable.
I know, but the thing is,
we have one, but I don't think it would fit him.
No, yeah.
Maybe we put it on him lengthwise.
I thought about it, but the only thing is because of his head is so small, he can at least look through this. Because he also walks weird with it. He like walks with his head up high. So the cone is like right in his face. And I'm like,
oh, you poor thing.
Yeah, but last night I couldn't sleep. And I was even like, oh man, I like started feeling really empathetic for Archie. I was like, I would have had panic attacks. I was like, I would have had so many panic attacks.
If you had to wear a cone?
Yes, I feel so claustrophobic.
I know.
But he gets it off either Thursday night or Friday. We could take it off.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, so it's like home stretch, buddy. We've been giving him like every day. I've been like 5 more days.
Yeah, we finally took Huey to the vet. He has arthritis in both of his knees, which is why he can't jump on the bed anymore.
But is that why he was having? So
the X-rays are out. We're waiting to hear what the surgeon says, because we just went to the regular vet and she's like, I need them to take a look because I'm not really sure. But she's like, yeah, so he's got arthritis in both back legs. And I was like,
that's way better than a torn ACL, though.
Yeah, but we're still not sure that he doesn't have that. So, it's Oh, and somebody that works with me knows somebody that has a Cane Corso. Are you familiar with that breed of dog?
Yeah.
That's pregnant.
Oh no!
And she's
your
like,
husband wants it.
Do you want one? I was like, a little bit. But that is a lot of dog.
There's so much dog, and I don't even mean size.
Yeah, they need a lot of attention, and they're huge.
So energetic.
Yeah. And so she said that she has one, and she's like, she's small. She's only 95 pounds. I was like,
Colt is 75 pounds and he's ginormous.
Yeah. And she's like, they can get up to like 130, 140. I was like,
in comparison, it's small.
Fucking shit. That's like both of my dogs put together. Like, that's crazy. But I really want.
But that's not even just size wise. It's going to need to eat both of your dog's fruits worth together.
I know. But if we get it when it's the puppy, can you imagine a little Cane Corso puppy? But then it will not be a puppy for long. And that's something that we have to think about.
I bet like at 8 weeks is probably already bigger than our
8 weeks is going to be, are you kidding me? 8 weeks is probably going to be 50 pounds already. I think it's going to be humongous, but those dogs are really beautiful. But I keep seeing like mixed reviews on like whether or not they're good dogs to have.
They are. You just have to be prepared.
And like really do a lot of training. Like my dogs are insane. So I was like, okay, you're all going to go to dog school together. You're all going to go immersive summer school, everybody. But yeah, so I don't know.
That kind of reminds me of like when I first got Colt. He was 7 pounds when we got him. And then in the course of the first 10 months, he jumped up to 80 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
And I remember
that's a big jump.
At the vet, the one receptionist who met him on the first day, and when he was weighed in at 80 pounds, she was like, she just kept laughing hysterically. She's like, this is crazy. She's like, I held him like this in 7 pounds, and now he's 80.
It's so funny.
Because some of them are like Colt, where they just like need to be exercised.
Well, I mean, you can go either way, right? A dog's temperament is also inherited, I guess, by the parents too. But I don't know. I really want one. But 3 dogs of that size, and they're so beautiful.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
And they're also very protective, and they're really good like guard dogs. And I know that the girls would love another dog. But I don't know where it's going to sleep because there's not enough room in my bed.
They're not going to be able to walk.
Can you imagine?
Imagine your younger daughter trying to. It would literally be like a cartoon where she's just being dragged.
It would be the saddest thing ever. We might just have to saddle it and put my daughter on top of it because she's like, all right, bye. I'm going to take the dog for a walk. Oh.
That image is hilarious.
I mean, could you imagine Archie next to one of those?
Oh my God. His head would be bigger.
Easily.
But everything, you're feeling okay?
I feel better. I feel, maybe a little bit more energy now. I don't know, it happens. It ebbs and it flows. And the busier I get, the harder it is for me to just like compartmentalize. And, I've really kind of been looking into like getting an ADHD diagnosis. I'm pretty confident. Yeah. I'm pretty confident that, and again, I'm not glamorizing it at all. No. It's just something that every time I see something about it, I'm like one of the bigger ones was like, you can't remember big chunks of your childhood, but you can remember the words to every song you've ever heard. And I was like, that's me. Like my sisters will be like, oh, remember that time we went to Big Bear with that family and blah, blah. I'm like, I have no recollection of that at all. That's crazy. Zero. Like, oh, but you don't remember the time that we went to this ice skating rink and we did this, that, and I'm like, no. Big chunks of my childhood. I'm like, I don't recall that at all. Why don't I remember any of that? It's the weirdest thing. And then I can remember songs from 1977 when I was 2 years old. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the weirdest thing. And I'm like, but then I'm like, oh, but maybe that's just like how everybody is. And people are like, that's not how I am. Or like when I think about my friends, I don't think of them as like as people and like personalities. I think of them as bands or songs. I know that sounds really weird. When I think of my friend Greg, I think of this song, this James Taylor song called Mexico, and it plays in my mind. And I'm like, is that a weird thing? Do people do that? I don't know. I don't know if people, it's the weirdest. And I just, the more I do it and like, the more they're like, you have a really hard time when you get overwhelmed by things, you just shut down. I'm like, that's it. Or like, I get like paralysis where I'm like, I can't move. What is going on? Same. Like, why can't I do this? Paperwork. The easiest, smallest thing, like the fucking paperwork for the speaking engagement. I was like, I can't get to it. It's sitting right there. Why can't I just not fill it out?
Even I was like, I know it's going to take like less than 2 minutes.
It's so fast.
But for some reason,
can't do it.
It's the unknown.
I know.
You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but I do agree with you. Because I don't have a formal diagnosis, but even from the age of like 8 years old, the school guidance counselor like tested me for like academics. And then she told me something that I think I internalized my whole life. Mm-hmm. She said, your brain works differently than everyone else's. And she says, you're going to find that a lot of people are going to have a hard time understanding you. Mm. And I think that's like something I've held on to and internalized for so long.
Maybe.
And I think that's like the late 1980s, early 1990s, 1990s way of being like, you're neurodivergent.
Right.
Because I don't think that
but
word
like,
existed.
I feel bad. Like, I don't want to throw that around like loosely. No, I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying like for me, like I don't, but like also like, is that part of me just being like in denial about it? Because I've always had a really different time with like studying and how I approach studying and like how I, like I'm not a learner that can read a book. I cannot read a book and like get anything from it, which, remember the fucking writing with the thing and oh no.
Yeah. Like I don't learn anything unless I'm interested in it.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I know everything there is about things that I want to know about. I
cheated a lot in school because I couldn't study.
I know. We should do a podcast and just get diagnosed
like with a doctor.
Yeah.
But the other thing about it is that part of the reason why I haven't, I think, is also the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
It like terrifies me.
But then everybody that I talk to or everybody like videos that I see of people who like get diagnosed late and then they get like on medication or whatever, they're like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why is this how people who don't have ADHD like function? You see a task in front of you and you just do it? Like, what is that? Like, how is that not, I didn't realize that that's just how people live their lives. And that's my husband. When he sees like a task, he's like, I'm going to go do that. I'm like, I would put it off and just sit in my room and just think about it and think about it and think about it and think about it.
Until you guilt yourself into it?
Until I get yeah. And so much of what I've done and like how I've navigated through my life and through work and friendships has a lot of it's just been like, okay, this is how I'm supposed to behave right now in this environment. This is how I'm supposed to act. This is what people are expecting of me now. At like parties, I'm like, I'm going to say something that I heard somebody say at the last party because I don't know what else to say.
I've done
and
that.
People are always like, you're so like outgoing and you're so friendly.
Same.
I'm like, I am literally just like,
faking
hello,
it.
I am saying things that I hear people say because I think that sounds normal.
Yeah. Or
but
cool.
I'm just like, good at acting.
Yeah.
You know?
Same. Or like, that's also the reason why like I would drink so much at outings.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like once that inhibition falls, then it's like, I'm
This
normal.
is who I am. This is, okay, this is, I feel comfortable now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you turn your brain off. Like one of the things that I saw that like blew my mind away was about ADHD when someone was like, did one of those skits, you know, and they're like, so you're telling me that there are times when there's nothing going on in your head? And I was like, wait, what? I was like, what do you mean?
How?
I was like, some people they just like sit there and they don't think of anything. I was
don't
like, that's
understand
crazy.
it
I was like, every single waking second of the day, there are like
30 voices in my head talking
and
about
like
a million different things.
all mostly like worry based.
Oh, all of it.
Yeah.
All of it. All of it is worry, catastrophizing. I'm like driving and I'm like, that car is going to careen off the center divider and it's going to decapitate me 100%. It's going to happen right now. I'm like, I just catastrophize everything. I think I cannot lay in bed and not think about my parents dying. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. My parents are going to die.
Last time I talked.
I just can't stop thinking about it. I think about it all the time.
I was like, Mom, I watched this video where they were like, after you turn 20 years old or something, I was like, you only see your parents at X amount of times. I was like, and you live in Korea. I was like, I'm only going to see you like 5 or 6 more times before one of us dies. I was like,
that's just the law of averages, mother.
And my mom was like,
chill the fuck out, man.
That's true. And I was like,
that's a bummer.
Sorry.
Do you not care? Okay, you don't care. Never mind. I'm so sorry that I brought that up.
Woo.
I know. Yeah. So then my older sister was telling me that one of her friends got diagnosed with ADHD later on in life. And she said that it helped her so much because as you enter into menopause, a lot of these ADHD symptoms, they get worse. And I'm like, I haven't entered into menopause yet, and I don't want this to get worse. Yeah. I'm already like on the verge of like not being able to deal with my life. So I'm like, maybe I should just get diagnosed. And then that way I can kind of deal with those things head on, because feeling the way that I feel right now and then having my hormones imbalanced and like having to deal with like hot flashes, I don't think people are going to survive that.
Talk about overwhelming.
Yeah. I don't know. And I think, you know, when I look at like my dad and the way that he does things, I'm pretty confident my father is neurodivergent. My father is he's like one of those people you could drop him in any city, even a city he's never been to, and he knows exactly where to go and how to get there. And I'm like, how do you know that? And he's just like, I don't know. I just saw a map of it a decade ago. And I'm like, okay.
The complete opposite of me.
Right. It's like the same thing as the songs for me. It's like he can remember things that are just like, you know, random things. Or I've always noticed like when he is like sitting on the phone or whatever, he is always drawing these perfect grids. Like he can draw like perfect grids and like math, and like he was an architect. And so like all of these things, like it's a very like beautiful mind kind of thing. And I like watching him, like these squares are all exactly the same. Exactly. Perfect.
I did that in school, but it was with letters.
See?
I would practice like writing perfectly like type font.
Yeah.
And, like this font.
My father's handwriting is the most insane thing you'll ever see. And I'm like, it doesn't look like typeface, but it looks like it's been like painted on. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
When people are like, "This is my handwriting," I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I curated my handwriting." I was like, "You didn't do that? This is just how you write? What do you mean?"
And I would just practice our autographs because we're going to be famous.
But I definitely relate to especially catastrophizing. Yes, that's that word.
It's a hard word.
It is kind of weird.
I had to practice that one too.
Catastrophizing.
Is that even the right word? I hope so.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I like look it up. I'm like, yep, that is
okay,
the
use
right.
the right tense. Yeah, okay, great.
But even last week when you were like, oh, I need to take a break, I immediately was like, oh my God, it's because of me. Like,
when you sent me that text, I was like, I mean, like, yeah, it was annoying, but like, I don't fucking hate you weirdo. I'm like,
well, because the thing was like, just before you texted that earlier in the day, or maybe the night before, what it was, I watched last week or 2 weeks is the last episode. Uh-huh. And I started getting like really angry at myself. You know, when you're like watching a movie or something and you're like, don't go in there, you idiot. I was like, what are you doing?
Don't say that again.
Yeah. And then I cause it's like similarly. So like, I do want to apologize because I was being kind of an ass. I didn't intend to. Of
course not.
But of course that's one of the things, you know, we preach is like intent versus impact. And it's like, I think sometimes I panic when I think people don't understand me because of what that guidance counselor said.
I was going to say that really like touched, I really connected the dots when you said that. I was like, that
a lot of the
sense.
times when I said no, which obviously when I watched it back, I was like, nope, it does sound like I'm invalidating. It was me trying to be like, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
You do say that a lot. You say, yeah, no, that's what I mean. Or like, no, that's not what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you're always like making sure that I understand that that's what you mean. Or you'll be like, yeah, no. No, yeah. No. I'm like, okay, well, I don't understand I don't know if you're validating what I'm saying or invalidating what I'm saying because you're saying yeah and no at the same time.
Because I'm trying to say, yes, I understand what you're saying, but no, that's not what I meant.
Right.
But I'm not communicating
no, that's what
it
I meant. Yes, I'm understanding. Yes. That's confusing sometimes.
Yeah, it is. And that's why I was getting so angry because I was like, oh, man, sometimes you have to watch yourself back.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, I don't sound anything like what I meant to say.
Well, I can see myself too. There was an episode, was it maybe 3 weeks ago, where we were talking about the birthday thing. And I was like, I was triggered by something and I was more angry about it than I probably should have. Yeah, and I was like, I can see that I just was just like, you're not fucking listening, so I'm just going to be loud about it. And I was like, that doesn't work. That's not effective. And I've even read some comments where people were like, what the fuck is wrong with Susie? I was like, listen, we all have off days, okay? I'm not perfect and I'm not a robot. And neither are you.
Yeah. And I think because of whatever it is that we have that's undiagnosed, like I go into fight or flight mode and then I panic. You know?
Yeah, I know. Well, you sent me that text and I was like, yeah, I mean, like that's part of it. Was like a very small part of it, but it's like so many different things. And like,
I was like, I'm so sorry. I was an ass. I was like, I'm an idiot.
I was like, what are you talking about? I'm just tired.
I was spiraling. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but I will say, like, to be honest, like it felt like a 20-car pileup. You know what I mean? Like everything was just like goom, until it like backed up to beyond where I could see it. And I was like, it's too much. That was the day I shut down. That was the day I was like, nope.
So it was that day.
It was that day. It was literally that day. I was like, I can't get out of bed. So I was like, I texted you. I was like, I can't do this.
After you responded, that's when I was like, oh, you narcissistic idiot. It's not about you. I was like, and then when I stopped thinking about myself, I was like, nope, I'm noticing all the signs of what I feel. And that's why I sent you that little like treat package. It was really nice. It really wasn't because I was like, I'm sorry. It really was because I was like, oh, Susie's feeling really down, and I was like,
I appreciate.
I was like, I want someone to send me like fried chicken or something. But I was like,
and your acknowledgement meant a lot to me. It really, really did. Because there are times where I know that like when I shut down, I get like very like everybody just has to just clear the fucking room.
Same.
Everybody just get the fuck away from me. So to have that just kind of like bright spot where it was just like the acknowledgement of like, don't do anything, eat these cookies.
Yeah.
See you when I see you is like, okay. That's all I needed. That's all I needed because there are things in my life that I can't not deal with. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I have to drive to practice. I have to make sure to pick up from school. I have, you know what I mean? So there's like the percentage of things I can shut down is really, really limited. So when I can and just like turn it off and then just shove a gigantic chocolate peanut butter cookie in my mouth, I'm like, I'm going to be okay.
I actually try to send you Layla's bagels.
Oh, I love those damn bagels.
Yeah, but they don't participate in third party.
Well, why would they?
Yeah, they don't
have to. Yeah. They can do whatever they want. They're Layla's bagels. Wow. But yeah, we're good. We're fine.
Yeah.
I just, and I think that's another thing too, is like, as far as mental health goes, like I've never given myself the grace to feel those feelings before. I've always been like, it's all in your head. You're being a baby. Just stop it. Put your fucking work clothes on and go. Like, stop. Like, what are you doing? And I would fight myself and I'd be so angry with myself for not being able to just power through it. Why can't I just power through it like everybody else does? Everybody else goes to work every day. Everybody else just gets in the car, just fucking autopilots to work. Like, just go. Yeah. You're being such a fucking brat. But now I'm like, this is more than that. Because I do have the ability to just get up and go and grit my teeth and bear down and do it. But this feels different, and I'm going to honor that feeling and accept that maybe it's okay for me to not do it today, and I'm okay with that. And it took me, half a century almost to get there, but I'm there. And I'm like, okay, the people that understand will understand. You, Ron, my husband, my sister, people who understand, like, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to shut it down. I'll see you guys when I'm on the other side in however many hours that takes.
Yep. Days,
and that's
whatever.
Yeah.
And I think because like it's our everyday normal to feel panicky and have to push through that.
Right.
You have to really understand that there are some days when you're like, I really can't today.
I can't do it.
I have to.
Right.
And then even though that guilt takes over, you just have to be like, but what's the worst that happens?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and also,
it can get worse.
Of course. And that's kind of my thing too, is like, I understand that like as a mom and a business owner and a wife, a dog mom, I have all these responsibilities. And if I let myself just spiral to the point where I can't do anything for anybody else, it's the life preserver or the fucking oxygen mask on an airplane. I have to do mine first. Because otherwise everybody else around me will suffocate or drown because I'm not there to just help do the things that I need to do. So yes, last week was my fucking oxygen mask. So I feel better. I've been, I'm going to the gym and eating better. And I'm just like, okay, I'm going to just do the things I need to do that I know make me feel that little bit of serotonin release.
For me, it's fried chicken.
Oh. Which is why you have a gout flare up right now. Not judging, just, emphasizing.
There's so many drinks next to me.
Right.
That's my fault.
Okay.
But I don't know if you noticed, I finally got my car back.
I did see that. Does it feel good to be back?
Yeah, because the base level rental car, I feel like it's dangerous.
It's really ugly.
No, but it's that I could even deal with. It had such low power. It was like,
you're like on the freeway, like, I'm trying.
It was one of those things where I was like, I have to turn off the air and then like floor it.
No!
And then even then it was like,
oh no.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Compared to your car now, which is like you barely touch it. And you're like,
yeah. But you want to know something crazy?
Yes.
Someone just like drove into me a little bit. You want to know how much it cost to fix? $7,000.
For a dent?
For a dent.
The fuck? Damn, Tesla.
And that's why I guess Teslas, they wreck your car so easily.
Doing too much, man. Yeah. That's crazy.
So crazy.
Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad you got it fixed.
Yeah, same.
Look at you. You unraveled it. Good job. It's so moist.
Yeah.
It's really yucky. It's really gross. Good job. So today, in honor of my meltdown, we're going to do something real lo-fi. Just do a little this or that. Because I actually really like these. We're not going to fight.
Not fight.
Friendly banter.
Yes, banter's the word I was looking for.
All right, ready? This or that. Run from one mountain lion or run from 1,000 bees? Oh, God. Well, I know I can't outrun a mountain lion, but I'm also allergic to bee stings.
You're allergic to bee stings?
Oh, my God, dude. Not to the point of like anaphylaxis, but like
if 1,000 bees.
If I get stung, like.
You're my girl.
It's.
She
can't see without her glasses. Oh, it's so sad. God, oh my God, it's so fucking sad. No, but like my bee sting will get out to like here. It gets so swollen and inflamed. It's so painful and like it's like so like hot to the touch and like it fucking hurts.
I've never been stung.
Mountain lion, because if it catches me, it's just one mountain lion and maybe I can fight it.
Like poke it in its eye or
something.
something? Like
I'll
shark
fuck
attacks?
it. Let's go, mountain lion. I will fight dirty. But 1,000 bees, I can't swat off 1,000 bees.
It depends on if I'm near a body of water.
Body of water notwithstanding, because we all know to jump in, but they just like hang out and wait for you, you know?
Bees?
Yeah.
Really?
They're like, oh, we're so dumb. You're not going to come up for air.
But you can like swim to the other side of the lake and then come up for air and go back down.
Yeah, how's your lake swimming? How's your fucking cardio, dude?
Actually, I don't want to come out with 3 eyes, so.
Dude, I don't know. A swarm of bees, like I said, I feel like I'd have to take my chances with the mountain lion. It would probably kill me, but at least I could fight it.
I think I kind of agree with you. I think I would rather deal with one than 1,000.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
even if
over
it's 10%,
here, there's 600 behind me stinging my fucking ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally.
Even with 10%, that's 100.
No.
That's so much.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, that question actually kind of reminds me of the man and the bear thing, which still is going on. That discourse.
It's going strong. Men cannot wrap their heads around it.
Which I understand because remember when that lady was hit with the brick? The amount of people.
Oh, yeah.
When I made that video, I was like, yes, that was messed up if it's true. But I'm really talking about the way the men are treating her.
Right.
And they're to this day, every once in a while, I'll start getting like 20 messages in one day for that video.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the amount of trigger, like, I don't think you understand. If you're triggered by this, all it's saying is, I have the propensity to be like this.
Yeah. And you're an incel.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I saw one video where some lady was like, as someone who's actually been chased by a bear, I feel like I'm qualified for this position, for this answer. And I was like, yes, you are. Well, and you're a woman.
But did you see the guy who's like, my mom was actually attacked by a bear? She wrote a book about it. Did you see that guy?
Mm-mm.
So he talks about how his mom was attacked by a bear and she was mauled. But everybody in the comments are like, but she survived and she profited off of this. And everybody believes that she was attacked by a bear. And nobody said, oh, but the bear's a good boy. The bear was trying to go to college. You don't want to ruin the bear's life. Yeah. What did you do to tempt the bear? The bear said you enjoyed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way to invalidate millions of women's experiences with men with one bear story. And your mom made money.
So he took the other side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I guess it came out that the mom was on Reddit being like, yeah, I'd still choose the bear over a man.
Thank God.
Yeah. Anyway.
He probably got a slap in the back of the
head.
Night in or go out?
It depends. What time do I have to go out? If I have to go out after 8:30, then night in.
Your question, I feel like, is the answer.
So night in.
Yeah.
100%. I love hanging out at the house. I love just laying there, just rotting on the couch with my husband and my dogs and my kids. It's
sometimes when I haven't left the house in a couple days, I'll have a slight panic attack, but I still would rather that than go out.
Where am I going to go? Where am I going? I'll go out and get like some food, but we're about to go back home. Like, what am I going to go to a club? Am I going clubbing, getting bottle service? Like, what the fuck now? Oh my God. No
bottles of water.
Way. Yeah, right. Bottles of Metamucil.
That almost came out of my nose.
When you're older, you need lots of fiber. It's hard to get.
Yeah, Ron actually told me today, he's like, you don't need enough fiber. And I was like, I don't like this conversation.
He's right, though. It could help your gout. Moving on.
It's true. Disney or Pixar?
I thought they were the same thing. Sorry.
Oh, fair.
I thought it was Disney Pixar. No?
It is now, I think.
Oh.
Or maybe they just do a lot of collaboration movies?
I don't know. But Disney, I don't allow my children to watch Disney movies for the most part, or princess movies. We're actually boycotting Disney right now as it is anyway.
Yeah.
We've been to Disneyland like a handful of times. Does Pixar funnel money to Israel?
I think you're right. I think there's a Pixar section of Disney now that I think about it.
Yeah. So irrelevant. Moving on.
More relevant question. In-N-Out or Shake Shack?
Shake Shack also donates money to Israel.
Do they really?
Yeah. In-N-Out. I prefer In-N-Out. When I used to eat Shake Shack, thought that the buns were too mushy.
The only thing I liked about Shake Shack was their fries.
Yeah.
But only in comparison to In-N-Out.
I know. Why can't they just make them a little bit better? I get defensive about it because the burgers are so good, but I know I'm fighting on the wrong side of that fight.
It's better with animal style and extra crunchy.
Right. If you have to smother your fries in everything that they offer to make them palatable,
but
maybe
even then, it's not that great.
No,
I've had plain fries from other places that are better.
Right. Well, because with the animal style fries, if you wait more than like 4 minutes, it's all just one big clump of fry. It's not like a big gooey thing that you want it to be.
Same.
Kbbq or hot pot? Kbbq. Or I do like hot pot.
It's tough because I really do love the udon at the end with all the meat juices in the hot pot.
Yeah, but then when you get the
especially if you have the toshirak at the end.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, what about the fried rice at the end? No.
I think Kbbq.
Yeah, sorry. I like hot pot, but I feel like I don't know. I don't feel like I get as much out of it. I always feel like the sauce gets all diluted and I definitely say Kbbq for me.
Not that we don't hate hot pot.
I love hot pot.
Yeah, for sure. Would you rather have your phone photo album revealed or your internet search revealed?
Oh, phone photo album. It's just my kids and my dogs, but my internet search is not as innocent. I'm just kidding. My internet, it's like paranoia stuff. Like, like paranoia about like hypochondria or like things that I feel like I have, or like, well, I'm not going to say it. I don't have to reveal it. Ha ha. Yeah, no, you don't need to know what I'm searching on the internet. It's not like porn. I don't care if people know about searching porn. It's like things about the world that scare me.
Oh,
I'm probably going to go
it's
search.
like sensitive information that you don't want used against you.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like, how do I search like, escaping bees? Which will be like my next internet search.
I think I'd rather have my internet search revealed.
Really? Are your phone photos that racy?
No, it's not like I take penis pictures or anything, but it's just like I take a lot of screenshots of things. I just feel like it's like boring and weird. I'm not going to lie, 98% Archie and Colt.
Yeah.
Like literally. But like I have literally nothing to hide with my internet search.
You know what my photo album is mostly shitty comments from trolls. I'm like, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yep.
Screenshots of that shit. Yeah.
Because sometimes
archive
you need
that
it.
shit.
Yeah, you
absolutely.
Need it. Yeah. You read the next one.
Oh God. Oh God. Find your parents' sex tape or parents find your sex tape. I can't. Oh God.
I think I'd rather the latter. I think I'd rather my mom find my sex tape. Because who's to say she watches it?
I don't want my dad to see that. I don't want that. But I don't want to see that either.
I would think I would rather not see it.
This made me a little uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Because like one is just like a little uncomfortable afterwards for you, but the other is like you have these images imprinted in your mind forever.
Yeah, but you also then your imagination is going crazy as to what your parents are thinking about you. Oh no, I couldn't. I would. Oh God.
It's hard.
I would rather watch my parents because I could watch it and be like, they love each other. It's okay. It's natural. It's fine. Versus thinking about what my dad is thinking.
Ooh, I can't.
Listen, I'm not saying I want to.
Yeah. Okay. No, I know. Oh, I can't do it.
Oh, you ate that big chunk.
Pork or beef ribs? Yeah, I agree.
Beef ribs, I feel like get a little. I don't know. I don't like the texture.
Technically, is kalbi beef ribs?
Yeah. No, pork ribs.
No, kalbi.
Oh, yes. Oh,
technically, does that count as ribs?
Short ribs. It's different. It's cut different. So the meat is different.
But it's still ribs, right? Like, should we include that in this question is what I'm trying to say. Because I agree with you. In a barbecue, pork ribs for sure. But if kalbi is included, I mean, kalbi is like one of my most favorite things in the world. And kalbi jim?
I literally just like had to swallow so hard because I got so hungry. I was like, that sounds so good. Let's go to Kbbq and have kalbi ribs or kalbi right now.
Kalbi ribs. You said kalbi ribs.
Well, because
it's included.
That was included. Well, then that's different. Ooh. No, I still love pork ribs. I love pork ribs.
I'm going to go with kalbi. Whatever kalbi fits into.
All right.
But yeah, pork ribs are so good.
So good.
Especially with
my gochujang sauce. Mm-hmm. It's coming up.
When is that?
Soon. We're in the final stages. It's pretty exciting. But
and then you guys are going to put it on TikTok?
I guess. Well, TikTok implodes.
Until it implodes.
Fuck. I don't want to talk about that. Window or aisle? Aisle. No, sorry. Window.
Window.
Why did we both say
no,
aisle?
Wait, no. Aisle.
No, window.
Aisle.
Window.
For me, I need the leg room.
No, that's why you go and you upgrade to business or...
Some of us can't afford that, so I just stick my foot in the aisle.
No, but you can get like large, more...
Yeah.
I don't like sitting like this. Like I like to like lean when I sleep, and I always want to sleep on a plane. So
I won't be angry with the window.
Yeah.
But I would rather at least one of my legs be extended, even if it's going to get hit by the drink cart.
Oh my God. I had to sit in the middle seat between two like big dudes on my flight home from Chicago. It was the fucking worst. I was just like, fuck you both. And I'm not a small woman. I was like, get the fuck off the armrest. If I have to sit in the middle, I'm taking the fucking armrests, you assholes.
Wait, I have a I have another one. Would you rather sit in the middle between two bigger people and not have enough space, or sit between two really talkative people who just like will not stop talking to you?
Two talkative people who won't stop talking to me because I can tell them to stop talking, but I can't tell bigger people to be smaller.
I would rather sit between two bigger people. It gives me so much anxiety when people try to talk to me.
Oh, see, I could be like, oh, I don't like this. My headphones on.
Because I've even worn headphones before and sometimes like not even listen to anything, and people will just be like, hi, where are you going? I'm like,
no,
I
just
don't know
pretend
how to
like you
get
don't
out
speak
of this.
English. If you're not going to take advantage of the way we look after the things that we've had to go through in our lives, then what good is it? Oh, I don't know.
I bet you they'll go, but where are you from? Where are you going?
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't speak English. I'm so sorry.
Would you rather get $1 million, but someone random in the world dies, or would you rather die, but your family gets $50 million?
Would I rather get $1 million, but someone random dies, or you die, but your family gets 50? I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't want to die. Not yet. So, but I don't want a random person to die. And what if the random person is somebody I know?
It could also be someone bad.
Mm.
It could also be a child.
God. Or like somebody amazing. I hate that question. Too much death. I'm not answering that question.
I think I'd rather die.
And give your family $50 million?
Actually, as I say that, I'm like, am I saying that to sound like a good person? But rather, I just take.
I don't want it. But see, the thing is like, if I was like, okay, family, here's your $50 million. I have to die now. They'd be like, you're so dumb. And now we can't even enjoy the money because now we feel so sad. You dumb bitch.
For the next year, and then we'll forget.
We'll get over it, my bye.
We now have these cars and houses. And
We're
boats.
over it. Gee, isn't it weird how this villa made me get over it?
What about this island?
Gee, this yacht makes me less sad.
Mom, we really miss you. That's why we bought this island and named it after you.
We named this boat after you. It's the SS Sujiya. Sad. Oh, that looks uncomfortable. Here. There you go.
Would you rather have BO that makes people pass out,
Oh my
or
God.
have bad breath that makes people throw up?
Both. I want both. I mean, ridiculous question. I guess I pass out. BO that makes people pass out.
I think I'd rather have the bad breath.
But that's in your mouth.
Yeah, but it's like not all the time. With BO, you would be smelling me right now.
Yeah, but you're talking.
Like, I could be like doing this, or like just be like,
Okay,
and
I
then
guess you have a
text.
point. And then text. But when you breathe out through your nose, if your breath smells that
Fair.
bad, it makes me barf. I'll still be able to smell it.
There.
Gross. That's a gross question. Would you? Oh my God, I did not read that right. This is my trauma.
What did you think it said?
Would you rather have knives for fingers or slanty eyes? I was like, I already have that. Fuck you. It says slinky eyes, but I don't even know what that means. Like slinkies that come out as like in your eyeballs?
Yeah, so they'll be like, you know,
Knives for fingers.
Sam.
Yeah. Then I could just Edward Scissorhands
Yeah,
my way through
because like
life.
otherwise you'd be like looking at the ground the whole time.
Yeah.
Unless you like, well, I guess maybe you could like tape your eyes to your head.
Listen, you can't bring outside instruments. You take what you're given. Slinky eyeballs or knife fingers? Knife fingers.
Knife fingers. Would you rather have 15 days of being constipated or 15 days of explosive diarrhea?
Too late. No, I'm just kidding. I'd say explosive diarrhea. Being constipated hurts.
I heard
like
that.
it hurts so bad, and it's just like ugh. Like after you give birth, after I gave birth was the worst ever.
You get constipated after you give birth sometimes?
Well, because you can't push your poop out because everything's all fucked up down there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you're terrified, so you have to take stool softener, but that doesn't really always work. And I'm just, oh my God. It's so, and you get like the abdominal cramping. It's, ugh.
Oh my God. After Archie's surgery, he didn't poop for a day. I kept being like, Ron, did you see Archie poop somewhere? I was like, and then the next day, oh my God.
Dude.
So much.
Dude, wait till you have kids one day. It's all you talk about the first year and a half of their lives. And then like the way that you check their poop, you look at their poop, you touch their belly to make sure if you're feeling any poop. Sometimes you have to help them get the poop out.
So
it's really gnarly.
When I was like 5 or 4, I accidentally swallowed someone's wedding ring.
How do I not know that? That's really cute. I mean, annoying, but cute.
And for a week, I had to poop Asian squat onto newspaper. And then my mom had to take throwaway chopsticks, like, disposable chopsticks, and like sift through my poop until the ring came out.
And it came out?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
You
saved the day.
That was so traumatic that even at the age of like 4 or whatever, I still remember that. Like I remember squatting on a newspaper.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sausage or bacon? Maybe that's why we're constipated.
That's why I have gout.
That's why you have gout. I definitely pick sausage over bacon. I love breakfast sausage.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I am not a big fan of breakfast sausage.
Really?
Yeah.
I love breakfast sausage more than I love a lot of foods. Is that a secret that you didn't know about me?
Wow, I did not know that.
I love it with maple syrup. When I was pregnant, I would put sliced dill pickles in a bowl with
breakfast sausage?
with pork breakfast sausage and maple syrup. And it was the most delicious thing you've ever eaten in your life.
What is it about pregnancy and pickles? Is it the vinegar?
It's the vinegar. You need something sour. You need to like salivate. You're so thirsty and hungry all the time. So you just need something to like really like heighten your taste buds. But then you have the salty, meaty sausage and then the sweet. I was like, I think I just invented the most perfect snack. And now I'm like, oh God, what are you doing, you weirdo?
Yeah, I love bacon.
Really?
I love bacon.
I like bacon. I don't love it.
Crispy or not crispy?
Depends. I don't hate flabby bacon. I know a lot of people don't like that. But definitely crispy over flabby, but sausage over any bacon.
Do you eat your sausage crispy?
Depends. It depends on how I am preparing it. And sometimes I'll put it in like dinner things, not just breakfast things. So like in place of like an Italian sausage or whatever, you put it in like a soup or like a pasta or whatever. It's quite versatile.
Have you ever had scrapple?
I have not had scrapple, but I feel like it's something that I would like.
I feel
as long
like
as I
you
didn't
would
think
too.
about it.
Yeah, the same thing was like sausage, I guess,
Yeah, but it's more like
it is a little bit more
loose,
questionable.
we'll call it. But I love Spam. I love a processed meat.
But Spam is different.
Of course.
Because they use like actual high quality pork chop or loin and ham.
Right.
Whereas scrapple
is just
scrap.
stuff.
It's the scrap.
It's the stuff. It's the snouts and the buttholes and the whatever. That's fine.
The only way I really
meat.
It's not. The only way I like breakfast sausage is it's like one of the only dishes that Ron can cook.
Oh,
it's like
for you, Ron.
It's like this family thing that they make. It's called cheesy sausage biscuits, and I feel like you would love it.
Is it like sausage and gravy?
No, so it's like they take cooked sausage and then they mix it with flour and cheddar cheese, and they turn into these like little biscuits.
Yeah,
and
bring that shit over.
And then especially when they eat it with what is it, orange marmalade, Ron?
Oh,
what? No. But there was some type of salsa you guys made. Oh, I thought it was like a mango salsa or something. Oh, okay. But then I started trying it with like preserves.
Yeah, delicious.
So good.
I'll eat that. Hell yeah, I'll eat that. That sounds delicious.
But part of the reason I also don't like sausages, it's not really the flavor. I pass out almost immediately after eating breakfast sausage.
Like you faint?
I'm not like narcoleptic. No, but it's like tryptophan times 1,000.
But it's pork. Does pork have tryptophan?
No, I think because I don't eat it or grew up eating it, I think my body's like, what is this?
Reject.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah. How do we process this?
Never mind. I'm just going to sleep.
If you can only choose one on your hot dog, ketchup or mustard?
Mustard.
Sam.
I love mustard.
Yeah, same.
Grainy, French. Yeah, Dijon or
French is a
yellow.
brand.
Right.
Yeah.
I love all mustards.
I used to when mustard went in my mouth as a kid, it would come right back out. Like I hated it.
Really?
And then somewhere along the line, like around high school, when you don't like things every once in a while as you get older, you're like, maybe I'll try it again. And I tried it again. I was like, whoa, I love mustard.
Yeah, mustard is so good.
Same. I even love mustard seed, the ones that have like the what is it called, ground mustard or whatever.
Yes, the stone ground mustard.
Yes,
delicious. Fried or steamed dumplings? Fried.
Both.
I love both, but
no. But when you steam fry,
but you have to pick one.
Yeah, I know. It's fried.
Yeah, fried.
Obviously. Pork or this seems a little weird. Pork or beef bulgogi?
Pork.
Yeah,
I'm a pork girl. I love the pigs.
I just love how the pork bulgogi is spicy.
Yeah. But I wonder, I never make the beef bulgogi spicy.
No one ever does.
I wonder why we don't do that. Maybe I'll try it.
I don't think it's as good.
I wonder if you maybe can't taste it as well because the beef flavor is stronger. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, fresh or fermented kimchi? Fresh. I like fresh. Kimchi, yeah, I don't like it when it goes too long. I don't like when it's like too translucent. Yeah, maybe fine.
But then I feel bad. I'm like, oh, this is when it's good for me, and I'm cooking it away.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But there's nothing better than like the bite while someone's making it, like the freshest kimchi.
Yes, like I like it that way almost. I like it almost better before it's even jarred. Like I like it before it even hits the jar.
Same.
Let's make some.
Egg roll or spring roll?
I love spring rolls.
I love fried food. So
yeah, with egg roll. I love a spring roll with fresh like herbs and shrimp and like a peanut dipping sauce. Delicious.
Oh, you make it sound healthy. I like a good deep fried crunchy egg roll with like out of the packet duck sauce.
Yeah,
that's like just good too, sugar.
Tacos or burritos? Burrito.
Tacos.
A big fat burrito.
Yeah.
I like never allow myself to eat them just because there's so much stuff in it that I want to eat that I shouldn't just because I'm of a certain age. But, I definitely take a burrito.
The only way I really love, I prefer breakfast burritos.
Oh, I love breakfast burritos.
Over normal burritos.
I like all burritos.
And breakfast burritos in general are an amazing, easy meal to meal prep with.
Have you ever had a Roy Choi Kbbq truck burrito? Oh, fuck, those are good. God, those are so goddamn good.
You guys, since you guys don't live that far from it, you should check out his new
pop-up. Or is it still?
Now it's permanent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now it's I think Thursday to Sunday every week.
Where is it?
It's right next to his Kbbq truck that's on... Is it called Exposition? Wait, what is it?
Oh, Culver City?
Yeah, it's really close from you.
I'm going, I could go there. No, not today.
Close enough.
Okay,
we're doing it. Really good.
Yeah, I'll drive anywhere.
And you should try to go earlier because they do fire cooked meat, and you can really, it tastes so good.
Sounds great.
Ooh, on your charcuterie board, do you prefer olives or grapes?
Olives. Grapes. I love olives. Let me guess, you hate them?
I don't like them. I don't like black olives, but I do like the occasional green olives. But not enough to eat.
I love brined olives, salt cured olives. I like them green, the black, the purpley ones, Greek ones. I love olives so much. I love them.
You know what I learned today? Green and black olives are the same.
Yes, it's just the different cure or
it's like pickle. Bell peppers.
Yeah.
They just change colors as they age or something, ripen. That's crazy. Someone was like, did you know? I watched a video. They're like, did you know that there's no such thing as a black olive and a green olive tree? And I was like,
I did not.
Blasphemous.
Educate me.
Yeah. And our last one. You go.
Tater tots or curly fries?
I'm a tots guy.
I'm a curly fry girl. I'm a girly fry. I love curly fries.
I mean, fries are one of my favorite things, so I won't turn down either. But
yes.
Man, I love tater tots.
I like tater tots. There's something about when I eat them and they kind of break apart into the little potato particles.
Yeah.
I love a curly fry when it's condensed and then you have all the different layers.
Ones, yes.
Yeah, dude.
Those are good.
I'm going to go get a burrito with a side of olives and curly fries right now. That sounds so good.
I only like those curly fries, the really springy ones.
Yes.
And tater tots, I prefer crispy.
Of course.
Yeah. Because I don't like that either when it starts disintegrating because it's not cooked enough.
See, I went to this restaurant that had tater tots with like this beautiful like sauce on it with caviar. I was like, okay, this is how I can eat tater tots. Yeah. I mean, it was like
other tater tots are delicious.
So good.
Have you ever been to Monty's?
Yes.
Have you ever had their like in and out version of tater tots, like the animal style tater tots?
I don't think I have, but now I want to.
It's so good.
Let's go.
And it doesn't trigger my lactose intolerance. Otherwise, hey, also, for those of you listening and watching, on May 18th, that's in like a week and a half?
Yes.
Ish. The speaking engagement, the special thing, the live recording that we talked about, we are doing it at the library.
The LA Public Library.
Public Library. The central one that's in downtown.
I'm having such imposter syndrome. I don't even know what I'm doing.
You're having imposter syndrome. I keep telling myself, I'm like, I'm only a part of it because of Susie.
That's not true.
But
we're a team.
We are. But yeah, it's gonna be fun, I think.
Yeah.
Even though we're gonna be, I'm gonna be sweating like crazy.
What do I wear?
Oh my God, you didn't get to go because of the schedule. But when we went to tour, Ron can attest, when we went in the auditorium, I full out had a panic attack and started dripping sweat while we're talking to the AV people because I was like, I didn't expect it to be in an auditorium.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. It's going to be great.
No, I'm going to be fine.
What if nobody comes?
That's why we have to tell people to come.
Come to the thing at the LA Public Library if you're in Los Angeles.
What time is it, Ron? So on May 18th, at the auditorium in the library, there's a parking garage downstairs from 3 to 4 p.m. We are going to be recording the podcast live. It's not going to be broadcast live. It's going to come out on normal Thursday. But we're, at this point, probably going to do a little segment, and then we're going to end it with questions.
Yes.
So if you do come, please bring questions, and you can also email us questions for us to answer on that episode as well. You could do that at whatintheshiba@gmail.com. Do that. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
Oh God. It's good. It's fine.
And don't be scared. It's like a 200 plus person auditorium. 250? It's 250.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I have to pee all of a sudden. I'm so nervous. Okay. But yes, May 18th, 3 to 4 p.m., the downtown LA Public Library. That place is actually amazing.
Yeah.
They have this tech center where you can have access to sewing machines.
Oh, cool.
Podcast studio, a photograph studio.
3D printer, I heard.
3D printers. All for free. All you need is a library card.
That's so cool.
It's so cool.
God, I used to go to the library with my girls all the time. It's so fun.
I said that to the person, Joanna, who's our person, who's coordinating for us and set this all up. I don't want to take away from what you did, Joanna. Yes. Thank you so much. But I told her that I was like, I haven't been to the library in decades, and I'm a little embarrassed to admit. I was like, I kind of assumed when I had kids, though, I'd be going to the library all the time.
You go to the library, they have people who read books, and there's story times, and it's fun. It's so fun.
That place is huge. In fact, the one downtown, they even, you can rent comic books, mangas, manhwas.
So send the questions. If you're in LA, come see us May 18th, LA Public Library. It's going to be fun, and we could use the support because I'm very nervous.
Yeah, and we'll spend all the time afterwards, time pending, with you to meet everybody. Yeah. So please come. Please come.
It'll be so sad if nobody comes.
Yeah, I will cry.
It's okay. We'll be fine. Anyway.
Otherwise, make sure you follow us on our socials.
You can find me at Sujio1 on TikTok and Instagram.
I'm at Etch a Sketch with a J. Archie's on Instagram at Archie and Colt. Otherwise, if you would like to help us keep this podcast sustainable, think about joining our Patreon, please. The link is down below. And if you are listening to the podcast, know that there's a video version on YouTube, also linked down below. And if you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and select the notification bell.
Which sounds like a ding. Ding.
Echo. Otherwise, thank you for joining us, and we will see you on the next one. Okay, bye.